All right, we're here with Rob Olson. He's running for re-election here in
Olathe.
Olathe.
I represent the 23rd Senate District in the great state of Kansas.
All right. So, what's your opinions on the current status of America?
We've got a lot of work to do, this country. I mean, the president's done a pretty good job of putting people back to work to get the economy back on track. There's a lot of fights going on about different values and different things that people stand for. In Kansas, we've got a lot of work. I'm afraid that the governor is going to propose some new tax increases. She's proposed a lot of new programs. Some of it she's tried to do through executive order. Attorney General had to stop her, saying you don't have the authority to do that. In this great economy, she tried to expand welfare in a great economy that we're in, and it's pretty ridiculous. I think most people know that welfare is there to help people, and it's a great program that gets people back on their feet. But in an economy like this, there's jobs everywhere, and there's employment everywhere. Why expand a program that should be in a decline? So yeah.
Now there's a lot of, and I've read this in a lot of journals, media journals, and personally, I think the media is extremely biased nowadays, especially mainstream media. It has a lot of journalists are ideology driven instead of journalistically driven, like trying to tell the truth and get the truth out there. And a lot of them say that our economy in America isn't as it should be, and it was starting to collapse. But what's your opinion on the media's outlook on America right now?
I think the media is definitely trying to drive the electorate towards one side over the other. And it's sad because their role really is to hold us accountable, both sides. And I really believe because they're not being fair and neutral and asking the tough questions of both sides, that we're getting worser policies and worser. For example, the ACA, it's been a big failure in my opinion. Let me explain. Since the ACA, Obamacare went into effect, we've definitely got more people covered with insurance. We just got them covered with insurance that really doesn't do anything. It has a $5,000 or $6,000, $7,000 deductible. Most families don't have that extra money to pay that deductible, and so you basically, you got more people that are coverage if they have a very major illness. That'll help them, but if you get a broken arm or a minor illness that might lead into a major illness, you're going to pay the first $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 out of pocket. We're doing a lot here in Kansas. We just passed a bill last year allowing Farm Bureau to sell health benefit plans, which they're selling them since '93 in Tennessee, and it's caused a lot of competition and it's kept prices lower. You're going to see in Kansas that competition, you're going to have it come October 1st. They will be selling plans, and they estimated about 50,000 people will sign up. I think it'll probably be more like a couple 100,000, but it's going to create competition, and guess what? It didn't cost the taxpayers one penny. It just allowed another company to come in and compete, sell health benefit, get more people insured, and that's the stuff we got to look for. The taxpayers have had their pockets picked, and the politicians, every time they raise tax, say we're not going to need to raise it again, and they'll be right back trying to raise it again before you know it. I believe we're probably at that situation in Kansas. I explained they raised taxes $1.5 billion, and they robbed capers and some other programs, and that's how they got through the last couple of years. Well, they're going to either have to raise taxes or cut some programs. I don't think, the Democratic Party is going to be willing to do that, and I know there's people in the Republican Party who are not going to be willing. It's time to make tough sacrifices and do with what we need, and we need to fund programs appropriately, but we need people that are tough and that will do the right thing. Instead of trying to bring the pork back to their district, do the right thing for the whole state or the whole country. When I hear a congressman saying I brought $3 million back for this or $2 million that, that's upsetting a little bit to me, because do we really need that? Because that's my money being wasted. I'm sending it to DC or Topeka, so it gets redistributed. I want to make sure every dollar that I send there, I don't mind sending my money, that is used efficiently and wisely, and quit taking what you don't need and quit wastefully spending so you can get reelected. So
What is your opinion on the Old Settlers Festival? I just want to ask
Old
that. real quick.
Settlers is awesome. There's a lot of people that come out every year. I love the parade. We just walked it. I probably shook maybe 600-700 hands, and I do that every year. It's always been fun, and just come out, meet people like you that I've never met before, but you've seen my signs and my campaign literature. You went to the same schools that two of my kids have went to, and it's just a great celebration of Olathe and Johnson County and all the people that come out. So
Right on.
thank
Thank you, Rob.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.